right into this because this is going to be a massive video. Doesn't mean it's going to be long, but it's going to be power packed, full of awesome stuff. Okay, so first things first, if you're watching this on the YouTubes, do make sure that you are clicking on the subscribe button as well as the bell so you get notified when new videos come on, not just because they're awesome videos, you guys, but because you can win stuff. So make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel, comment on the YouTube videos, share the videos into social media while tagging either me or my business page, and you will have the opportunity to win something every single week, Couple housekeeping tips here really quick before we get in. Right now we are smack dab in the middle of a Fix Your Online Course Challenge that is in my group. The link to my group is in the description of this video. Make sure that you're in there. These videos are part of the content of that challenge, but they ain't all of it, okay? So make sure that you're in the group to actually get the action items, and then whenever you're in there, peruse around in the guide section because there's a lot of gold sitting in the guide section. You know what I'm saying? A lot of gold. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. And then also, next thing is the mastermind. If you are not in the mastermind yet, it is August 28th and 29th. Go to marthasmastermind.com to be able to see the details of the mastermind, like who's in it and what you're going to be learning. You guys don't want to miss this. Everybody that is anybody, everybody that wants to build their business, everybody that is serious about this thing will be at this mastermind, okay? It's what separates the people that are serious and not. And does that mean there's a high price tag? No. It's literally just committing and saying you're going to do it, because I always make things accessible for you guys, okay? So marthasmastermind.com, and now let's go ahead and get into it. So today what we're going to talk about, you guys, well, let's back up. What we talked about thus far in the online course creation and the path to purchase is what we're calling it. What we found out so far is we need to build rapport, and then how to do that. Prove that we are the guide for our people, and then also speak to them in their language. We talked about how to do that. If you haven't seen this stuff, you guys, again, make sure you're in the group. Go in the guide section. There's a guide with the title of this challenge. Go in there and you can be able to go through all of this stuff. And then today what we're going to talk about is a sales page, okay? So a sales page that is going to convert like crazy. So what we're going to go through, and like I said, this is going to be a very meaty video. This might be the meatiest of videos I have ever done because it is like a sequential, this is what the page needs to look like, okay? And so let me go ahead and go through it now. So what you start with at the top, you guys, and I see you all, good morning. I love you guys. At the top of your sales page, it's really wise to have a video if you can. Okay, now if you don't have time to do a video and you don't have the right equipment, or you feel like you can't for whatever reason, it's okay not to, but it's better to. Okay, and what your video is really going to do is it's going to tell people your backstory. Now, I don't suggest it be longer than 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, really, if you can stay around 2 to 3 minutes, you're golden. Because people's attention span is like, what? You know, especially when they don't know the person. So they don't know if they're, ready to commit to 5 minutes with you. I mean, that's reality. Again, let's not be upset that that's reality. Let's just know that that's reality and let's work with it, okay? So a video that tells your people what you've been through and then where you're going to take them, okay? And that obviously needs to be specific to the product or the service or the coaching or the whatever that you're selling on that sales page. Now, there's a lot of us that, I teach multiple income streams, so there's different things that I do. And so therefore, I need to have different videos at the top of the different sales pages because I need to be speaking directly to that product. So don't get lazy, create one video and put them everywhere. It doesn't make sense. You actually need to create a brand new video for every sales page that you have, and it needs to be about the product that you're talking about, the product or the service that you're talking about, okay? So that is the video, and that's up at the top. So the next thing is, if you have it, you would want the logos of different media channels you've been on before. Right? So if you go to any of my sales pages, you're going to see Fast Company, you're going to see Oprah, you're going to see all of these big name like Shape Magazine, Cosmopolitan, you're going to see all of these big media sources because I've been in those media sources. And all that does, the only thing that does, you guys, is it gives some social proof. It gives some proof to the individual that's on the page. It's like, oh, okay, they've been some places, right? Don't make them up. Don't make them up. But a quick hack on how to be able to get some good ones of those if you don't have a PR agency. A good hack, you guys, is to go to HARO. And so it's help a reporter out. All right? So I believe it's help a reporter, either .org, .net, or .com. You can go ahead and Google it, or you can Google just the word HARO, HARO. And what that is it's basically reporters looking for citations. They're looking for people that are in different verticals, right? In different industries, to be able to give them quotes to help them produce the article that they need to produce. The reality is reporters are very overworked these days, and it's hard for them to find citations fast enough because they have to create a ton of content. And so HARO is help a reporter out. That is a place where you can go sign up as, you know, in the industry that you're in. If you get published in that magazine, all of a sudden that's now something that can be on your media line. Okay? Now, if you don't have anything to put on your media line, just don't put a media line in yet, and don't be like, I'm never going to be successful because I don't have a media line. Don't worry about it. It's a growing thing. That is the part that's going to continuously be evolving and growing in your career, okay? So if you're doing things the HBR way, the HBR way is like the way that I've done myself. HBR is a signature program that I have. If you ever want to jump into it, just shoot me a message and we can talk. But that, if you're doing things the HBR way, you will have some media stuff, okay? You will end up with lots of media stuff, like a page of media stuff. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that is the media line. Next, what we're moving down to, you guys, is the quick synopsis in print of what they get in their, you know, what they're going to get from your program or from whatever they're buying from you. So a quick synopsis, what I mean by that is a little paragraph in print of what they're going to get. What is this thing that you're selling them going to do for them? Paragraph, guys. 2-3 sentences tops. Paragraph. Because what people are doing is they're skimming. They may watch the video, they may not. That's a 50-50 shot there, okay? They'll see the media line if it's there and they'll be like, okay. And then they'll see the brief synopsis, and then what they're going to do with that brief synopsis is they're going to determine whether they want to continue or not. And so what you're doing in that brief synopsis is you're speaking in their language, remember? Speaking in their language. You're going to let them know that you know where they're at, and this is where you're going to take them. That is the brief synopsis. Okay, you guys, I'm going to keep moving because there's a lot of stuff here. The next thing is the purchase button. So we're going to have this at different places throughout the page. And also, in case you guys are feverishly taking notes right now, understand that's okay. Like, it's great to take notes. But also the post that I have for today in the group, it has like I broke it down for you. Okay, so I also have it written out for you in the post in the group, just so you know. So there's a purchase button, and the purchase button, don't say buy now. Can we stop doing that? Just say like, let me in, right? Or heck yes, I want this. What is your language? How do you speak? And make that in the button, like an excited, like, yep, let's go, right? That's what your button, not buy now. Stop doing that. Please, no, I'm doing that. I don't like that. Next, we need a positioning letter. Okay, so the positioning letter is really you talking about kind of what was in the video, but remember, not everybody's going to watch the video. The positioning letter is how you position yourself, excuse me, in the market. So why should they buy from you rather than anybody else? So it's going to give a little bit about your backstory, but it's going to explain to people why you're different. So when people ask why I'm different, it's very easy for me to say, I've actually done this, right? So you see a lot of marketers and gurus out there, and they sell things that they actually haven't done themselves. So they sell a way to build a business, but they've never built their own business. Or they didn't build their business in the way that they're trying to sell people. So I've actually done this. So it's very easy for me to position myself in the market as like, I'm the girl who's done it. I'm like the girl next door that you could sit down at a cafe with, right? And we could just sit there and goof off and laugh, but then I'm gonna drop bombs on you too. Like that's the reality. That's me. That's what sets me apart. That's how I'm different. And then that's also why this product or this service is going to actually help you. Okay? Very important. That's the positioning letter. I'm gonna keep going. Next is another purchase button. You can use the same language on the purchase buttons if you want to, like let me in, or you can just change them up slightly if you want, but that's another purchase button underneath that. I really like, visually speaking, I really like an entire color band to break up the page, because what people are doing is skimming. So I like an entire color band with the purchase button in the middle, okay? Next, you're going to break down what they get from each module. This is a really big deal, you guys, what they get from each module. So a lot of times people will say, here's what each module is. And when you say what each module is, they aren't necessarily understanding what that's gonna do for them. Because there's probably a lot of industry jargon and stuff like that where you've really shot yourself in the foot. What you need to do is you let people know, okay, there's a module about this. This is where, you know, you're going to learn ba 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 so that you can ba ba ba. This is where you learn ba 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 so that you can ba ba ba. Okay, fill in the ba ba ba's. Don't put that in your copy. That's weird. So you do your modules like that, okay, you guys? Then there's another purchase button, band. Why do we have so many purchase buttons, right? Because maybe the last thing you said is all they needed to hear. Then you got a purchase button, right? Some people like to put their purchase buttons all the way at the bottom, and that drives 75% of the people out there absolutely mad. Okay, just a heads up. Have them all over the place. Don't feel like it's overkill. It's not. And then what we do is we share testimonials. So this is, it can be character testimonials, and it can be testimonials of people that have actually taken your program before and what they say about your program. So that is the testimonials. And again, please do not copy and paste somebody's words into something that looks pretty on your website. Don't do it. It makes it look fake. Okay, what you do is you take a screenshot, an ugly screenshot of what they actually said, and you put it in as an image on your website. Okay, create a couple or 3 columns if you need to in order to make it look right, but you put in their actual screenshot. That is truthful. That is social proof from other people that have learned from you, that know you, that love you, that are vouching for you being legit. Okay, you guys? Very, very important. You may not sell if you don't have that stuff, okay? And then after that, of course, you have another purchase button. So, you guys, I love you so much. Get to work. Look at your sales pages. Does it match up with what I'm talking about? Also, super quick, we have a workshop. It's a really special workshop. We have a couple of slots left, okay? Not very many, but make sure that you jump into the workshop. It is Friday night, so it is tomorrow night. 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And what I'm going to be teaching you guys in that is going to be how to set yourself apart, how to be an authority, how to be preeminent in the marketplace, even if you don't have any credentials. All right. And then we're going to flood your course with people based on how to do that, you guys. And we're also going to make sure that the course that you're selling, or at least the title for the course that you're selling, is good. Okay, because that actually matters a lot. That is one of the first things that matters. And that's going to be in the workshop tomorrow night. There's only 100 people that can come. Okay, we're keeping it small so I'm able to help everybody out. Okay, so only 100 people. We have a couple slots left. The link is in the description of this video. I love you guys. I will see you later.